Hey everyone, it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is time for another design team layout for Color Rush Studios, as well as it is day 15 of May I Scrap Lift You. And so I am scrap lifting Michelle today, and you can see her layout up there in the left upper hand corner. Now, when I saw this, I was like, oh, this reminds me of the October Color Rush Studio kit. So I don't know if she actually used it or not, but I have pretty much killed that kit, so I don't have a whole lot left. I probably actually have enough to do this layout, but I couldn't find a photo that I wanted to use, and I am just loving this May kit. And I finally used it a little bit, so I got a couple of scraps, and I feel like this is just a perfect layout to do some of the scrap pieces that I have. So I am starting with this beautiful coral polka dot paper in the background, and I am going to gut that so I can use either side in the future, per se, I guess you could say. So I gutted it, and then I trimmed down a piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to mat that to the polka dot paper. And then you can see in Michelle's layout that she has done the same thing, and then she's taken a ton of pieces of paper and just layered them on each other. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of trimming down all of the pieces. It's super fun because this gives you a really good idea of quite a few of the papers that are in the kit. So I really like a good stacked scrap layout, and I think that's partially why I was drawn to this one. So now that I have kind of my layers where I think they're going to be, I am going to mat my photo. So I want to mat my photo in some white cardstock, and then with the polka dotted paper, kind of like a mini version of like the layout, I guess. So it's a very thin white border. This is a picture of me and my kids on Ash Wednesday. So we've got our ashes there, and so I trimmed it down. It used to be a 4x6. So it's a little bit smaller. It's not quite a 4x4. It's a little bit bigger than that. And so my photo is a little bit bigger than Michelle's photo, but I feel like that's okay. So I do believe that I don't glue down all of my layers on screen. So I will go off and do that in a second. Now, Michelle has her title that says Happy Fall, which is a wood veneer piece. And I am using this absolutely stunning one from the kit. It says Be the Rainbow. It's circular, and then it has these acrylic pieces in it. Oh, I'm so in love. So that is going to be my title, just like hers. And then I'm taking some of the fussy cut florals that I have, and she's got some embellishments behind her photo as well, so I am going to do the same thing. So I'm going to put the fussy cut florals behind, and then I'm going to add one of these fabric florals on top of the photo because it's just kind of a bunch of blank space, like it's my ceiling. So so I'm going to do that. And then I'm also going to add a cluster down to the bottom with the fussy cut florals as well. Now I have to get some frazzle on this layout, right? So I decided I'm going to add this blue one in as another one of the layers. And then I found this pink shaker cloud, which the shaker items in the main kit and the add-on kit are, they're just one of my favorites. So I thought that was so cute, just sitting on the bottom of the title. So I did go off screen. I went ahead and glued everything down. I did add some fussy cut butterflies as well. And I just felt like I wanted to bring in a little more black because obviously our ashes are black. So I'm going to do just a doodly border around the layout. And you can see I kind of went off to the right a little bit onto that polka dot paper, but I didn't let it bother me. I just covered it up with a fussy cut flower, and I think nobody other than, you guys who are watching this know. So I've got that down, and then I decide on 3 of the strips of paper, I added some sketchy lines as well. And then I'm going to add a couple of little hearts on the top and bottom line, just because I felt like it. Sometimes you can do X's or squiggly lines. It gives it more of a sewn look. And then I'm just going to finish it off with some sequins. So I'm a huge fan of butterflies having sequin trails. So that was my first thought, is that I wanted to bring in some of that beautiful green that is in the butterfly stripped paper, as well as the leaves that are in the fussy cut florals. So I'm going to go ahead and do those first. And then I'm like, you know what? I need more. So this particular mix has, it's basically yellows and greens, and then it has a coppery color. I'm not going to use the coppery color. I am just going to use the dark green, the 2 yellows, and the light green. And I'm going to put a few up here in the top cluster. I'm going to put a few in the bottom cluster. And I'm also going to do 2 over there by the title. And for some reason, the 2 sequins on the photo, one of them was bothering me. So I am going to take it off and move it. And then I'm just going to cover up where I had with a little fussy cut floral instead. I thought maybe one of the fussy cut out hearts, but I am going to end up going with this floral. So I'm just going to swap that out, and I will move that sequin over. And that is going to do it for me today. So I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure that you give Michelle some love for her beautiful layout, as well as check out the playlist for May I Scrap Lift You. I will have all the links to Color Rush Studio down below, so you can check out the shop and get your hands on this kit, as well as the Facebook and Instagram. So if you are going to go shopping and it's your first time, use the code Crystal10 and then I'll